Do you have any critique of the megachurch as such? In other words, the fact that it is a megachurch, not yours in particular, but the megachurch.
You know, I think it's a very interesting conversation. First of all, according to Barnes, anything over 2,000 members is a megachurch.
Right.
None of them are alike. The notion, people who stand outside of us categorize us as if we are monolithic.
Yeah.
None of them are alike at all in any way. And so you cannot take a cookie cutter model and say mega churches are this or that or the other. There wouldn't be a mega church if there weren't mega people coming into them.
Yeah.
Mega churches I started pastoring a storefront. I'm the same guy that pastored 50 people on Easter Sunday if you counted pregnant people and dead folks, okay? I didn't turn into some kind of creature when they became 5,000.
Yeah.
I can show you my tapes then and my tapes now. The message is still the same. The people control the size of the church, not the person up front.
But the practice is a little different, right? I mean, obviously you ain't doing everybody's wedding, and you shouldn't be.
No. The way you manage the church has to change, but the message remains the same.
Yeah.
And if you are not drunken on the need to be a celebrity.
Well, but that's part of the problem. Some would argue that if you have a church with 35,000 people, even if you don't want to be, you're a celebrity. If you got NFL players and actresses and models in the front row or the 10th row because they come in late, they're going to be, it's going to produce a certain level of celebrity.
I was in a small church too long to buy into that. I've seen people idolize their pastor and they didn't have but 50 members and he's got a Rolls Royce sitting in front of the church bigger than the entire church. The car is bigger than the whole church.
Yeah.
If people are going to idolize you and misappropriate their faith toward a human being, they're going to do it. If it's not the pastor, they're going to idolize the man.
Yeah.
They're going to idolize whoever they want to idolize. As we preach the word to people, hopefully they grow out of that to understand maturity.
Yeah.
And there are pastors whose ego demands that type of adulation. I personally think I'm too gifted to have to get it from that stream. I can get it.
How do you
from
resist
anywhere.
that? How do you resist that temptation? Because it's a human temptation.
You know, it's actually the part of ministry that I hate.
Really?
I really hate it because from the inside out, I see myself as quite normal. And the pressure to live up to all of your expectations, it frustrates me.
Yeah.
I like to pick out my own chicken wings. That's why I describe myself as a very ordinary kind of guy. So I don't need that to make me feel good about myself. I liked myself before you knew me.
Yeah.
See, I didn't need you to know me to like me. I like me alone.
That's a rare thing.
Yeah, so I don't really need all of that, and I kind of shy away from it. I don't like to go out in crowds and be accosted by masses of people and signing autographs. I can handle it, but I don't need it. I like simple friends in simple places, eating simple food, doing simple things, because for me, my mother from Alabama, my father from Mississippi, raised in the country and in the hills of West Virginia, that's life to me.
Would you consider yourself a prosperity preacher?
No.
How do you feel about being lumped in with the dollars and the prices and first of all, why does that happen? Is it just a megachurch thing?
Part of it is a megachurch, and then because we need to label people, we push people who don't quite fit into the box so that we can categorize them.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me. It probably did at one time, to be honest.
I was about to say, I had to.
Early on, it really did bother me. And then I had to analyze, is that what I'm saying? Am I saying that the
way... It feels that way sometimes.
Yeah, is that what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to analyze that. And I think I am saying that, but I believe that God blesses you when you give. I will not be at all aloof about that. I absolutely do that. But I don't think that simple message is what our community needs to hear. That's why we have GED programs. That's why we have a Texas Offenders Reentry program, helping people to get back into life. I'm not saying give $21 and you're going to get a job.
Right.
I think it's much more complicated, helping people to understand finances, what I call discipleship.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. I'm almost 60. If you reach a certain stage in life, you can't try to manage people's minds about you.
Yeah.
You can't they can't manage their minds about themselves. So I don't spend a lot of energy refuting what somebody wrote or said. I am so focused on my purpose that I don't have time to respond.
I always warn people up front, I am absolutely emotionally unstable because when I'm preaching, I'm preaching stuff that matters to me.